KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite D Major. Cheryl Meadow with you. And as promised, man, long time coming. Glad I get this in here. So,
let the insanity begin.
yes.
We'll try to keep cool today. We'll try to keep cool.
I'll just let everyone introduce themselves, starting with
Mazi.
You know what?
It's your boy Mazi here from Mazi's World, kicking it with the guys. Bankreaux, big bank.
You know what it is, the biggest bank, the only bank you can trust. No space, no cap on the ground, man. Here with the fam.
How's it going? This is Norm. Pancake. Follow me on social media, into THA0. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just watered off the street.
Yeah, you see it, right? You know that. You slid in there nicely, brother.
Yes, indeed. And before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Skrills as well. Like I said, playing the back,
What up, Skrills?
doing what he does best. Always glad to have him in here. Yes, sir. So, okay. We already know a lot of the history now. No need to repeat everything about going back everything to New Illuminati and everything, all that. You can find all that information online. So, my question is, when did you first discover that you were good at podcasting, and when did you discover that you wanted to kind of branch out on your own and start your thing?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know I was good at podcasting. To be honest,
Word.
To be honest, a lot of my friends were just hitting me, telling me like, "Yo, you're really good at what you're doing. I would kind of like to hear your opinions. You know, if you were to start your own show,
Yeah.
I would, check in and see what you had going on." So I was like, let's try this out. Now, what started with Mazi's World is eventually, my stuff that I liked, whether it was music, movies, sneakers, and kind of just gave my opinion on things like that, and kind of touched on the nostalgia factor, whether it be like the mixtape era and things like that in music, and people loved it.
Yeah.
So Skrills and I kind of came up with this concept of, well, if we both like music, since Skrills and I both came into the music game and together, that's how we met. It was like, let's tap into the mindset of these artists. Kind of see what they go through when the creating process and of these projects and what they go through in a day to day. And so when we started talking to other creatives left and right, it kind of just, it grew. And a lot of the listenership responded back with the great feedback saying, we love what you're doing. And we kind of just kept going from there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how Mazi's World came about.
Okay. Going from there, when did you feel that you were getting more traction being behind the mic as a podcasting than the fantastic work that you've done as a beat maker? Man,
Thank you.
I'm just
One of
amazing.
our favorite beat makers, period.
Period.
Like
I
you,
appreciate that.
Ruler, Abstract. Like, we have incredible beat makers here in San Antonio.
Absolutely.
It's
For sure.
ridiculous.
Mikey Strange.
Dude,
Tay-Tay,
yes.
Tay-Tay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Vino. My dog
Vino,
Troy.
what's going on? Polygraph.
007.
Man, there's a lot of them out here.
For real.
And for you to even say that it's crazy because I stopped making beats because my hard drive had crashed, and so I pretty much just put production on the back burner and kind of pursued this. And will I always have love for producing and music in general? Absolutely. But maybe someday I'll come back to making beats, but who knows? But to answer your question,
He's teasing.
Right. You can smell the count, right?
Yeah.
Smell a little roll out here.
maybe one day, maybe we'll see. But yeah, it's with Mazi's World. When I found out that it was gaining traction, and some people may laugh. Actually, this happened the other day. I actually, my wife's probably laughing, but I was stopped. I was out on the street by a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he stopped me in the middle of whatever I was doing. He was like, "Yo, when am I gonna get on the pod?" And I'm kind of like, "This is strange." Like the whole conversation we had like a whole 30-minute convo, but in my head, I'm like, he really stopped me to ask when he's getting on the podcast
Seen was like,
what
my
he's going to
chance.
talk about and all that. So, and that's happened numerous times. But when that happening, it was kind of like, yeah, I must be doing something right if people want to get on or people like what they're watching and what they're hearing, and why not keep going?
Yeah, but the way you approach everything is just forthcoming, and like I said, straight, all about you. So,
Yeah.
We respect where you're coming from with everything.
Thank you.
And truly appreciate it, man.
Oh man, thank y'all for tuning in, and each and every Monday that we put the show out, whether it's audio podcast or YouTube. It's just great getting feedback from everybody that's watching and listening and talking about the episodes, and hearing people say that I can relate to that story, like I can relate to what Chief Ali went through, or I can relate to what King Kali went through, or wanted to be a business entrepreneur like Ricky Ortiz, or just having those stories, and those creators and entrepreneurs that are watching those episodes, gaining those gems and jewels, and taking it upon themselves, taking those blueprints from what they did and taking it upon themselves to go run and try it for themselves. It's a great feeling.
Man, we truly appreciate it.
Oh man.
We're gonna come back in just a moment and speak about the transition that you've even gone through, just with you and Squirrels, transitioning and switching up some things and updating
For sure.
the look and the feel and the style of the show.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everyone else here as well.
Yes.
Because everyone brings some great talent and great content to the table.
Absolutely. You gotta
So
build a
true.
team, and I figure, why not get these all-stars with the OCD creates and create this platform and keep building,
Oh, y'all doing it right.
Yes, sir.
And we love to see it.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, stay tuned. We do have more with our guests coming up, but we are about to go deep in the trenches with DJ Mercury right now. And he's got a great mix coming up for y'all. A lot of 70s and 80s tracks, a little soul, a little disco, a little bit of everything. So hold tight. More coming up, y'all. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.